Hey, everybody, welcome. It is another Games of the Month, and now it's 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2023. I'm Joel, that's Jeremy, and we're going to talk about some games here in January, high school games to watch. And Jeremy, I hope you got everything you needed over the holidays, got everything under the tree, because now it's time to enjoy some really good high school sports.
It really is. And Joel, why is it always cold in January in Minnesota, right? That just seems like that's the new rite of passage. But yeah, it's a great time of year, whether you're a wrestling fan, you love watching basketball, both girls and boys. I mean, it feels weird to talk about it, Joel, but really we're only about 6 weeks removed from when we're starting to talk about sectional play. So just a lot of pivotal games, a lot of different things that are going to have a huge effect on sectional seedings, potential conference championships. It's just a really, really fun time of year.
Well, let's start off there. Let's start off with a nice little rivalry. January 3rd coming up here, so just a couple days away over on KGLB, AM 1310, FM 96.1, boys basketball. We got Glencoe Silver Lake taking on Central, Norwood Young America. This one's interesting to me because, A, you got GSL who wants to get back to the state tournament, and you got B, you might have the best player in the area in Braden O'Neill for Central.
Well, and Eli Erke from GSL might challenge you on that one, Joel. But really, that was going to be my main point. I mean, this is the kind of game where you've got two guys who might be in the KGLB listening area, our two best players in the area. Eli Erke, just a super talented guard. He's averaging a double-double. And when I say double-double, I'm talking low to mid 20s in points per game and upwards of 13 or 14 rebounds per game. And he's a 6'2", 6'3" wing. So that tells you a little bit about the talent he has. And Braden O'Neill is coming off a 61-point game earlier in December. Joel, it took you and I 2 months to get 61 when we were playing. So just a really, really special matchup to watch those two go at it. And guess what? That's also a potential subsection championship preview because both of those teams are going to have a chance and they're both going to be fighting for an opportunity to win a section title and get back to the state tournament for the GSL Panthers.
Moving over to January 10th, also on KGLB, we got girls basketball for you, Glencoe Silver Lake and Annandale. Now, those are two teams, two winning programs. If you want to talk programs in the area that just flat out win basketball games, you got to put those two on that list.
Yeah, you know, and that's a perfect segue, Joel, because we talked maybe about two individuals in our previous matchup. And don't get me wrong, they have a lot of talent around them. They're two programs that are very, very good. But when you're talking about elite girls programs, you're talking about Glencoe Silver Lakes and the Annandales. These are two teams that tangle. It's a great Wright County matchup. Love going head to head, and two teams that got postseason aspirations too. You know, GSL still riding that Monahan train, and why wouldn't you? You know, if I'm the GSL program, I'm mad when the final one's gone, saying, why couldn't you have just had one more? And, you know, over at Annandale, state tournaments, section titles, those are regular occurrences. That's going to be a really, really fun one. And it's just kind of one of those games, you know, buckle up because both of those teams are looking ahead and they've got their sights set on the Twin Cities come March.
And then we'll two other teams that are having their sights set on the Twin Cities, the XL Energy Center, namely. We'll go to wrestling for our last one here. KDUZ, January 26th, Hutchinson, Buffalo Lake, Hector Stewart taking on Annandale, Maple Lake. Now, I know neither one of me or you are super big wrestling people, but that's two top 10 ranked teams and two favorites for the conference championship in the Wright County Conference. And when you're playing for a conference title, that's all the hype you need for that one.
What more can you say, Joel? I mean, you said it all right there. You've got two top 10 programs. You've got two programs that are looking, again, to be down at the X wrestling come late February and early March. It just has all the makings of another great one. And, yeah, you're right. We're not big grapplers. We're not big wrestling fans. But you recognize eliteness. You recognize great programs in both of those schools or both of those programs. Have been deep before, and they both look for it. And, hey, you get to wrestle for a conference title or a potential conference title. That's pretty exciting. That's one to mark your calendars as we near the end of January.
Those are your games of the month for January. Listen to those online, on the air, or on our website. For Jeremy, I'm Joel.